الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الحمد لله هدينا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدينا الله الأول والآخر والزاخر والباطن يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي وجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد خاتم النبيين وإمام المرسلين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Amen. Thank you very much. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God of grace, we, the people of this nation, the Gambia, as we sit under the TRRC to hear things from witnesses, we pray that the Holy Spirit will guide each and every witness to come out and speak the truth so that we will know what has happened to us. There will be healing, there will be reconciliation, there will be forgiveness, and your own justice will fall squarely upon whom justice needed to fall upon. And so we ask that as we continue, that there will be patience among the people who have been hurt, and that there will be patience throughout the whole nation, and your healing will come, and your reconciliation will come. Your forgiveness will have place, and your judgment will also have place. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Council, are we ready with this morning's witness? If we are, please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. We are indeed ready. Ms. Sagar Jahate would lead the witness for this morning. And Osha, kindly assist.
Yes.
I would have to go.
All right.
My glasses are broken, so I have to go to DHL to see whether my glasses have arrived. They have to do the necessary things to fix it.
Okay, no problem.
It wouldn't be much of a secret. In a few minutes' time, I would leave.
You were surprised it's a plot.
MBEMBA Bari.
MBEMBA Bari.
MBEMBA Bari.
MBEMBA Bari.
Do swear that
Mbenkali lako.
I'll speak the truth.
Mbeto nyale fola.
Full truth.
Tonyada ma.
Nothing but the truth.
Adunte fem fola memmanke tonyati.
So help me God.
To alama ale ndema.
Can the witness please be sworn in again? We cannot hear you, Mr. Witness. Can you please speak louder?
Could you just raise the microphone to him? Thank you.
I am MBEMBA Bari.
Nte MBEMBA Bari.
MBEMBA Bari.
Do swear that
Mbenkali lako.
Onkaleko.
I'll speak the truth.
Mbeto nyale fola.
Tonyale fola.
Tonyada ma.
Tonyada ma.
And nothing but the truth.
Adunte fem fola memmanke tonyati.
Efem fola memanga tonyadi.
To alama ale ndema.
Alama ale ndema.
Good morning, Mr. Witness.
Council ko Isama Sedo.
Welcome to the TRRC.
Bismillah TRRC jang.
Bismillah.
Thank you for agreeing to give your testimony this morning.
Ako inumbara purka song yene la CDRO kenyin somanda.
I would encourage you to take a comfortable sitting position and just draw the microphone closer to you.
Ako sisi ye fan tembendi ye microphone katandi fanna satara ite kari mammanna ka wuli ka jimi akang.
I would also encourage you to leave a few seconds between my questions and your answers during the course of your testimony.
Ila CDRO kono fanang atele be nyinin kala. Bari naye nyinin ka jannite be jabiro kala ibe lamoy le minute danta nintenga kanna sori ite fana ye lamoy second danta den yena jabiro ke puruna kuma kangulu kana sele nyokan.
This is to assist the interpreters in interpreting your testimony into English and the other local languages.
Katu ite be CDRO menkela molu be koma jang menu ba kanna sorla angale kangoto aning na banko kangoluto wala na nyanta aliyese konolu bula diamolu tema diamolu kana sile nyokan.
I would also like to remind you about the duty to tell the truth.
Akabe hakilo bula ndila fananko nyimu ila nyantole tipurieto nyafo.
It is a criminal offense to lie to the commission.
Alung lua balanta le purka kumasoto balo fo jang kafania fo commission nyati limula.
If for any reason you need a break in between your testimony, just let us know.
Koning itata han fo yajibe ilafta ida handin na domandin dia mola isa aitandila isi watindin dila pour yeniji.
The main focus of your testimony today is going to be on the death of Ibrahim Barry.
Ila CDRO membe semen sembo be warla jebi wolem Ibrahim Barry la saya Kenya.
And we will also touch on the consequences of his death.
Alung ala saya fanan nata men sababu mbe fanan do malale.
Which led to the students' demonstrations on the 10th and 11th of April 2000.
Hanifo meng sababu nata ke talibo la mamangoti April karotil tang anin karotil tan nin kilingo 2000 sangokono.
And what impact the death of Ibrahim Barry has had on your family as well as the community.
Anin Ibrahim Barry la saya ay mantoro wala mun kusil sababu alla dimbaya ma aning jama molu men yalon ko be sirin tundo nyinkam.
I hope this is understood.
Akaya mera yekuma kangulu fahamule.
Are you okay, Mr. Barry?
Yes, I understand.
Ako Mr. Barry ako fo ya fahamule kendeke.
Anga faham kendeke.
Yes, I understand.
Are you ready to proceed with your testimony?
Ako fo pareta le ka CDRO damuta.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give us your full names?
Tung ito fonyenga ni kontong.
My name is MBEMBA Barry.
Where do you live?
Ako ibe siri mintole.
I live in Brikama.
What is your occupation?
Ibe mundo ku fason ne kekang.
I'm a policeman.
Can you tell us your rank?
Mu rank fason ne bebulu ila makamo polisiato.
Sub-inspector.
I'm a sub-inspector.
And where are you attached?
Ila doko nyin tembeng abe mintole be doko keka mintole.
Forado police station.
I am at the Forado police station.
Mr. Barry, are you okay? Are you comfortable?
Yes, I'm comfortable.
Okay, please take your time and speak loudly and clearly into the mic. You look a little bit nervous. Are you sure you're fine?
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Kindly give us a brief background into your education.
Afanyen kuma sutungulu kono ila londo e karanta karambungulu menuto.
Where did you attend nursery and primary schools and when? Where and when?
Ye nursery karambunke mintole aning sanjumalu.
Nga kumase BM primary school.
I started at the BM primary school.
Ana grade 1 ana primary 1 kijel ndara Brikama primary school.
I did my primary one there, then went to the Brikama primary school.
Secondary school.
After leaving there, I went to the Brikama secondary school. I went up to Form 4, and that was where I stopped.
And after you stopped school, did you do anything?
Akobiri ye karango bulawo tembo ye muneke koteke.
I traveled.
Can you tell us where you traveled to?
Afonyeng itamata itata mintole.
In Sweden.
I was in Sweden.
And how long did you remain in Sweden?
Yes, sanji jelle ke Sweden.
Kare worol ki yare.
I spent only 6 months.
And what happened after you returned?
Muna ketabiri seitanang.
Basirina fo kola 2000. I joined police.
I was just around until 2000, and then I joined the police.
What happened after you joined the police force?
Muna nata kebiri dunta police force do kokono.
I've been doing training bank. I've been part of the training now.
When I enrolled, I had my training, and upon completion of my training,
In Samba Banjul police station.
I was posted to the Banjul police station.
I've been part of the Makati.
From there, I was moved to Makati.
And when was this? When were you posted at Makati?
Sanjumale moti sangome ye samba Makati.
2000 now.
It was in the year 2000.
Can you tell us a little bit about your family background? Where were you born? Where were you born?
Ako ila dimba ila Kenya e fango la kibaro I wuluta mintole.
If I'm from Wulta Biamle, Fonyi Councillor.
I was born in Biam, in Fonyi Councillor.
And when was this?
Oketa Sanjumale.
June Kalo Tiliworo, 1972.
6th of June, 1972.
Who are your parents?
Ulula lumujuma nyoleti.
Farmer to Aliu Barley.
Father's name is Aliubari.
Farmer to Senebicham.
My mother's name was Senabucham.
Did you have other siblings?
Ako foye dokolu sotole bang.
And to call Charlotte.
Yes, I have many siblings.
Can you tell us how many siblings you had?
Afonyeng idokolu mojelulem.
To call bit of more than Sabadal.
My siblings are about 13.
And did you come from a monogamous or polygamous family?
Akoy bota dimbaya menkono amunta musu kilinnem be ila ifama la karola bang fuasiata muskilimutile.
My father had 3 wives.
Just if you can kindly name the 3 wives your father had and the different children he had with those wives, please.
Ako bitumbe lafila yenyimfo ifama la wo musu sabolu ye tolu fonyeng. Ani ni musu sabolu fanale dingulu menu soto ini fama foisiolu fanalu fono nyebang.
Yes.
Please carry on.
Akoy tenteng.
The first wife was Botosane. The second wife was Fatumata Jadema. The third one was Senabucham.
Please tell us the children each of those wives had with your father.
Afonyeng wo musolu kilio kilinye dingulu menu soto ini fama.
Saying that one will be difficult for me. For some are allowed late.
Yeah, just as far as you know, those that you can remember, please.
Ako bitung ite hakilo si menu mutano drong wolu si olufono.
I am among them. Alaji Bari is also there. Sekou Bari also is there.
Please tell us who your mothers were. If you can tell me the name of your mother and the children.
Alaftala nyami niye mentofo yafo karile mu obamati province salon jumale jumawulu.
Okay. Fatumata Jadema.
Fatumata Jadema.
Ya Alaji Bari Soto.
There you have Alaji Bari.
Sekou Bari Soto.
You have Sekou Bari.
Ya Aiso Bari Soto.
You have Aiso Bari.
Ya Mariama Bari Soto.
You have Mariama Bari.
Ya Mati Bari Soto.
You have Mati Bari.
Can you tell us the other children the other wives had?
Ole musudolu mifanali dingulu menu soto.
Okay, Senabucham la Karola.
On the side of Senabucham,
Yende Soto.
You have me.
Abdou Bari Soto.
You have Abdou Bari.
Nde Binta Soto.
You have Nde Binta.
Was there another wife?
Botosane.
Botosane.
Ibrahim Barisoto.
You have Ibrahim Bari.
Iswana Barisoto.
You have Swena Bari.
Isubo Barisoto.
You have Subo Bari.
Sayo Bari.
Sajo Bari.
Suba Bari.
Suba Bari.
Suba Bari.
Can you tell us where your family lived around the year 2000?
Ako foi sa fonye no alla dimba ibe sirim mintolle 2000 sango kono.
Sirim Kombo Brikama.
We are resident in Kombo Brikama.
You also mentioned an Ibrahim Barry, child to your father and Boto Sane. Is that correct?
Ako ye Ibrahim Barry tofo me ya lonko ifa ma dingolem atening Boto Sane le yosoto.
Yes.
He was your half brother?
Amunta o mu idoleti.
Is he still alive?
Ako fobe baluri ne hanibi bang.
No, he is not alive. He's not alive.
Can you tell us how he died?
Sa nga bela fila puruya fonye wo Ibrahim Barry afata nyadile.
Ndabenu Makati lenu 2000.
I was in Makati in the year 2000.
Suito 12 mafmola.
In the night, around 12, I was lying in my room. One of my co-workers knocked on my door. He said to me, I received a telephone call. Your father said that I should inform you that your older brother is late. Because the name that he gave me was the name of my older brother. In the morning, came down. At the time, the road condition was very bad, which meant that the burial was done in my absence. When I came up to the garage, I took a taxi because it was the information of the death of my older brother that they gave me. And we were from the same mother, but we were not living together. So I went to his house. I did not meet anyone there. I met only his house helpers. They told me that he's gone out. I said, let me go now to the big house. At that time, the mobile phones were not abundant as today. When I got up to the gate of the fire service, I met youths gathered there. There were many. I then asked the taxi driver what was happening. Fire service. He said to me, the fire officers beat one young person, but he's dead. I asked him, which young man, do you know his name? He said to me, he does not know his name. So I continued that way up to the house.
Mr. Barry, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Before you move on to when you arrived at your family compound, just tell us what you observed about the environment at the fire service station. What were the people there doing?
Ako janibe futala ila alla korda kono. Ifutata fire service to momenna. Alafta ya fo nye yeje tara nyaming ye molu menu tara je ibe nyadile anibe mune kekang.
When I got there, I found many youths and they were throwing stones at the fire service. There was a lot of commotion there, serious commotion. Some people were running and they were throwing stones. Yes.
And do you know why the youths were behaving in this manner?
Akofoyalo ni muna na funding ke ulube o manya ke kanje o tembo.
Amdoko driver explain nyame ko fire service dinindolo fa.
Just as the driver explained to me that the fire officers killed one child.
So ngala sababu ko tawalti rek.
So I think that is the reason for that behavior.
Are you saying that their behavior was in protest against the death of the youth that was killed?
Ako amunta walawo mammango ilawo balambaya wo funding ke wala sayale ya sabu ulubeo manya la fire service la ukordato wotembo.
Yes.
Kindly tell us what happened after you arrived at your family compound.
Tunsilang afonye mbiri bota je futata la suoko no muneketa.
When I arrived, I found many people in the compound. I saw vehicles parked outside. And there was a lot of hailing. When my mother saw me, she said to me, "MBEMBA." She said to me, "Your brother is dead." But she did not elaborate because at that time she was distressed.
Did she tell you which brother was dead?
Amafe idoma jumale banta.
She said to me, Burama. That's how we call him at the home. She told me that Burama is dead.
Was Ibrahima, otherwise known as Burama, younger or older than you?
Ako Ibrahima ka fatele bam Burama andum fana mfo atele siate ti bam fo atele siatati.
No atele siatati bakele fa. Ka kumandi Burama la.
I am older than him by far, but we called him Burama.
How old was he at the time of his death?
Atebe banna tumome na utumu aisanji jelle soto.
What time maybe 15 years dal.
At that time, I can say he will be about 15 years or so.
Do you remember the date?
Ako foi hakilo sibula alungula le banga ke ko keta lumme.
No, alungu hakilo te bulala.
No, I cannot recall the date.
Can you recall which year?
Hakilo sibula sanjuma le mi woketa.
Alungu 2000
It was 2000.
Do you know if it was around March 2000?
Ako foi hakilo samuta ko March karo lemban 2000 sankono.
March lendal, March konodal, March or April dal.
Either March or April.
Please tell us what happened after you were informed that your younger brother Ibrahima passed away.
Sayang afonyang biriye nyin kibaro dila ko idoma Ibrahima bari wale banta sayang wo be ko la munena take.
Asino warta bakala because ni mem to ko Ibrahima bari.
That sadness was too much.
Dindi mereng.
For someone like Ibrahima Bari, who a young child, almost 15 years, he has not started anything yet in his lifetime. For you to be informed that he has been beaten to death, that sadness is too much.
Please tell us how you came to know he had been beaten to death, because you haven't told us that yet.
Sayang afonyen kibaro nyum frete manyadi le ka foko ya bute le fo ya fa jumale kilin yo fo ya kadu mo fo ila sadaro kono.
Okay, mfamala kuma kwa mfonye.
This was narrated to me by my father. When I got home that night, he called me inside the room and he explained this to me. He said he was in the market because the market is not far away from the fire service station. He said that they called him from the market and told him that Ibrahima had an issue with one of his teachers and that he had been taken to the fire station. He said so he left that way and went there. He said when he arrived, he found Ibrahima squatting and crying. Then he said to the fire service officers that they should release the boy to go home with him. They said that they will not release him until they shave off his hair. He said so. He also left Ibrahima with them and went away.
Mr. Barry, can I just kindly ask you some follow-up questions? You mentioned that Ibrahima Barry had issues at school. Can you tell us whether your father informed you what these issues were?
ako ina mana tente ngalafte nyinin kala wairi ifama nyina foko Ibrahima anin ay kule soto karambungo to anin karamundo moro nyin fo ayo fanam fo ne ko nyin keta nyamin karambungo to bang.
At
that instant, he did not tell me. All he told me that was that he had an issue and he took him to the fire station.
Do you remember what school Ibrahim went to?
Methodist secondary school, but the Foster school.
Yes, Methodist secondary school, but the school is also called Foster Secondary School.
And where was this school situated at?
Fire service.
It was facing the fire station.
And in which region or district?
It's in Brikama.
Do you know or remember the name of the principal at the time of the school?
Yes, he was called Foster.
When your father went to the fire station, as he narrated, did he tell you the names of the fire service personnel that he spoke to?
Fire service officer to Pruka Funili Dindingu Diala Ibalanta. Kobitum Wotembo fire service menu bedu kwalaje. For Kebani Maulutolu Longa Maulutolu Fanam Fuete Fanayabang.
No, I'm all told for you.
No, he did not tell me those names.
Did he tell you how many of them he encountered?
Fama for Fanang fire service will mojel lebije I menu taraje.
No, I'm on Nangamo for you, but I'm all Sarajel.
He did not also tell me what number of fire officers he met, but I know there were many.
And apart from observing that Ibrahim was crying and squatting, did he tell you anything else about the condition that he met Ibrahim in?
Ibrahim tarale ya nyonkotondi abe kumbo kang. Fo ala korosiroto ay Ibrahim je nyado le mnyama ala jato be nyamenga na abe tembeda mento fa amam femfoye wo fananto bangala korosiroto.
Ala korosiro wala indigo e momela yatra jabu kumbo ga salam kulekata rek.
His observation is that when you find somebody in that situation crying and squatting, you could tell that he's been put into some things that are not under his liking. He was not under him controlling himself.
Can you just elaborate more on that so that we can understand what you mean?
Ako foisi woto seneandi dobandi mpurunsa faham kumo koto mumenti ko faye Ibrahim tara tembeda men.
Fama Ibrahim tara jongo derinde.
He said he found Ibrahim squatted.
Abu kumola.
And he was crying. Yes.
Did it look like he was being punished?
For amuluntele bang ya kulunyale mabang menketa tajriyati.
Well, punishment. I more about my
that is the punishment. If you find someone in that situation, obviously you can tell that that is not something they are doing as far as something that they will for themselves.
Can you tell us what happened after your father left the fire service that day?
Akobitum foisi tenten ya fonye bring fama bota fire service wolungula mune nata bula wonoma mune keta.
Okay, come fama bota yo we are sete sogono.
When my father left that evening, he returned home.
So Ibrahim na sogono.
Then Ibrahim came home. But he said he came home looking very tired.
Because I even such
that even to zip his trousers, he was unable to. He said that the guys punished him. He said whether a cement bag, that he was made to carry that. Because one of his hands was not very strong. So he disturbed them a lot in the night in the house after he was released. So in that situation, he was taken to the hospital. And that was where he died.
Do you remember how he came back home, because you mentioned that he looked very tired. Do you remember how Ibrahim actually came home? Who brought him?
Ko foy hakilo sibulala Ibrahima sela nan sokono ala manakibo wa Kenya balu abe tembedaju male to tumo fodum wayre yenyum foko kaabe batarin na duniyaje salon kaabe batarin ne fo mo sala ko fono nyaadi la be tembeda ben to abe sela nan sokono tumo me
wudla kay ala batarun because he came
tired, but I cannot shed more light on how he came.
Yes, we understand that this is information that you were being given by your father. Is that correct?
Ako mutonya altikato nyimfahamu taleko kibaro membe iteba fokan ifamale yo kumulu foye.
Yes.
And what other information did your father give you about the condition that Ibrahim was? I understand he was exhausted. He looked like he was very weak. But what about the condition of his physical body? Did he tell you anything about that?
Ako kola fokibar do bijele bang ifa mem foye Ibrahim la Kenya to kabiringa balajato la karola katu ko abe sela nan tumo menna abe bataring andungo tumo amunta momem firo banta be damin fodum wo be Kenya keta nyamin fo ite fanana ala makangulu to fa kuma do fo ne me yalon ko lekita Ibrahim la kolu Kenyati bira seyta nan wutumo
Ibrahim krana sugura ma fansuru no badala bagale.
When he came home, he was not himself. He was very tired. He could not even button his trouser or zip his trouser. People had to assist him. And he was constantly crying. That this is what my father narrated.
You also mentioned that one of Ibrahim's hands was not very good. Can you please explain that more for us?
Ko nyim fanam ko Ibrahima bulukili mo mambete yawo mu kumeri neti wala fo isya Kenya fonye ne o keta nyamen.
Okay, alo bulo amara bulo lem.
That hand was his left hand.
Footballer so another boy bulo katita.
They were playing football and he fell and broke his hand. And after that hand was not strong. Even if you see the hand, you could tell that the hand once had a problem. But that happened a long time ago before this incident.
Did you see Ibrahim before he passed away?
Ibrahim jele bang janning abe fala o watola.
The 2 days still full not family visit
I came on a family visit.
Almost me there for 6 days.
I was there for almost 6 days.
So Makati.
So I was supposed to return to Makati. It was I was to go back the following day, and in the evening $150. I met with him that evening in the house, and he told me to assist him with $150.
Next week.
That they had a picnic the following week. I said to him, I don't have that money with me. You waited until I'm about to leave tomorrow, and now you are requesting for this money?
So $100.
So I gave him $100. So the next morning, I went home.
How did he appear to you? How did he appear to you at that point?
Even
he had nothing, no problem at all, no headache, nothing. His health was okay.
So just kindly tell us what happened after he passed away.
Sayang bitong isa asatan yang wairi te futata jele yatare bade okay koma sayang wo be kol nata bula nyono ma nyadi le ya asatan yang wonya.
Kuma conseil ganyen.
Ako wairi te natale yatara hani bade wo fanga kete koma so kolu nata bula nyono ma nyamin ite futarin je kola lafta yole fanan satan nye fon salon kolu kete nyamin.
And say madlo famde.
Hani yalo ite natale iko yatarle ye bade oke. Yo silang kolu nata bula nyono ma nyamin brite futata je ye kolu tara nyamin. Sayang alafta yoto le fonyeng ye kulu taraje nyamin suokono kulu belari nyokom nyamin alafta yo le fonye ye kulu tara suokono nyamin.
When I
go to get home, I found many people. People were crying, some were falling there and here and there.
Can you tell us what the reaction of your father was to Ibrahim's death?
Ibrahim la saya fay alifaya ta nyadile.
It was a source of great sadness for my father. Because Ibrahim is someone that my father loved so much. And after that, my father lost a lot of his composure. Until that led to a sickness for him. It led to his death.
When did your father pass away?
Akoy fa banta wati jumale.
Okay, mfama ba ani Ibrahim la ba sanji flow sorol sai sanji flow be temal dal.
About two years shortly after the death of my brother.
And how did Ibrahim Bari's mother react to his death?
Ibrahim Bari bama fanang ay Ibrahim la saya ta nyadile.
Ufana ku kilo re bama sasa bama moyal fana minyo bama fonta grauta fam.
Same thing, sickness, loss of composure. In fact, the mother's situation was even worse. Because that happened, and within a year, the mother died.
And you're saying that the death of Ibrahim's mother and father were a direct cause of the circumstances leading to Ibrahim's death?
Ako amunta ifama aning Ibrahim Bama ila saya abe mosa fono Ibrahim la saya fongle sababu ya sabu fo beketa fo mosa ajeno wala nyama bang.
If anyone is to say it, that is the reason.
And how did you react to Ibrahim's death? What was your relationship with Ibrahim?
Ite fongo ye Ibrahim la saya ta nyadile ite fongo ni Ibrahim temo be nyadile wotumo.
I felt it so much because we have a lot of things that we do together. He shows he respected me so much. Even if he's about to do something, I am the one that they usually call. And I am the one who used to sit him down and advise him. His death caused me a lot of sadness. It disturbed me a lot. For me, even before it took a year, that sadness got into me so much. But through the help of God, nothing happened to me.
And can you describe how Ibrahim was as a child? Would you describe him as a mischievous child, a stubborn child, or well-behaved child?
Ako Ibrahim ala dindi ya wuce okono ite safono nyadile dindi ngolo men kumujata bang wala dindi ngolo men kangojata wala dindi non men sono yata harama yata ite sa ala kulu fono nyadile.
Ibrahim ka dindi Ibrahim ma kangoso.
He was not the troublesome type. He was a well-behaved child. Nobody can talk about his stubbornness. I have never experienced that, or nobody has ever come to the house to complain about his stubbornness. So Ibrahim was a child that was well-behaved, and he respects and honors his elders. In my house, nobody has ever come to complain about Ibrahim's attitude.
After Ibrahim died, did the authorities do anything to those who were responsible for his death?
During Ibrahim Banta, silang mansakundala karola nyaton kolu fo ye kule ke bang wala ye kuta mandila bang Ibrahim la saya kola.
They did nothing about it.
Did your family report the matter to the police?
Fodung Allah dimbaya mulu badi mulu ya kumo futandele police olu mabang.
No, ndema kalamta.
I am not aware.
Can you tell me whether the fire service personnel, if anything happened to them?
So fire service olu menne Ibrahim fa fodung ila londo to kuketa ulu lale bang.
At
that time, I came to hear that some were under custody. But after that, I did not hear anything about them again.
So it is correct that the authorities did know about Ibrahim's death and the circumstances relating to it.
Muto nyalti ko nyaton kolu menu marta kola e bota Ibrahim ala saya kalamale ya lonne menketa kolu tamata wala nyama.
Ya kalamtale.
Yes, they were aware.
After Ibrahim died in March 2000, can you remember if anything happened around April 2000?
Spring Ibrahim fata March karo kono 2000 fo isibo nyin kalama bang April karo kono 2000 fo ku ketale bang.
Wakola nara moiko wadinde muta bolongono.
Yes, after that, after a short while, I returned back to the provinces. And then I came to hear that at the Westfield, that students converged there, that they were going to conduct a demonstration, and that someone came to die there, that one of the students was shot and killed. Even in Makati, where I was, the students also had a demonstration there.
Do you know why they were demonstrating?
Yes, the reason is because of the death of Ibrahim.
Can you tell us what happened? Where were you posted? Sorry, where were you posted?
Makati.
In Makati?
Did anything happen in Makati in particular?
Yes.
Please tell us what happened.
Because the students also had a demonstration there. At the Gamtel, where they also touched. They also cut off the rope of the ferry. Yes.
You mentioned that they touched Gamtel. I mean, I don't know if it's true, the interpretation. What do you mean by that?
They broke places, broke the door. And they also destroyed the telephone booths that were there.
Are you referring to any particular students from any school?
These were the students of Amitage.
Did anything happen in Birkama? Was there any protest in Birkama where Ibrahim died?
The day that I came from the provinces, coming for the burial, there was a protest.
You did mention that. I am talking about the 10th and 11th of April 2000, around that time. Did anything in particular happen in Birkama?
Ako abe April karotil tangolema anin karotil tanin kilingo 2000 sa kono Birkama sado kono ko misal kama talibol foyo nyom mamman ko jele wala ku keta jele bang.
Because
I cannot say that because after the whole burial, I returned back to the provinces.
Did you receive any information to suggest that the protesters came to your family compound to see your family members?
Fo iman kibaru soto fananka foko balanna lu talibolu men yo mamman ke fo inatale alla korda fangoto bang pour kana je ke la balambaya ni la kamfa itani fo manna alla soto bang.
Okay,
yes, I got that information. They said they came there.
Do you know what they came to do there?
Foi alone inata je tu momena inata e mune foi wala e mune keje.
Wala nyini wala kele balfa da attending bolare.
Just to express their condolences to the family.
Can you tell us if you know what happened to some of the students that were protesting in the different parts of the country that you mentioned?
Foi si fen fono nyana fanang talibol la karola kato talibolu yamma manke dinkira jamal leto banko kan fo wala o mamman kono fo isini moy ka fo ku keta talibol lale dinkiral to kata bang fo isi o fanan fahamule ya fo non nyabang.
Okay, Makata
for the one in Makati,
you do some by prison to jail.
Some were taken to the prison there.
What about the other parts of the country? Do you know what happened to students there?
Bankola karakotengol la fo ise nyimoy fo menketa talibol la dinkiral to kata fo isa kuma moy bang.
I heard that some were shot. Some got injured. Some died. Some were at the hospital.
And those that were taken to prison in Makati, can you tell us the name of the prison?
Prison.
This was the Janjambure prison.
Do you know if the proper procedure was applied to these students who were taken to Janjangbure prisons?
Foya lon bang ye kulu tamandi nyame ye kaitole dada ni be mo mutala koy ni anta mutala menni silo tata foye mutawo sila tilindingo le kambanka foye mutaye kuleke ka ila kaitole dada fodum ye muta nyadile
ni o manke ni sila tilindingo manta.
No, it was not in line with procedure.
As a police officer, can you tell us what the proper procedure would have been before you take anybody to prison, let alone children?
Yo, sayang ala yake itafa mu police hold. Niye mnibe mo mutala ala muto kake nyameng anin sart men nin sarto tata nyola. So police o bonye nyoto nyin dindingu luta keta nyameng. Sako dindingo ina mano mutaka samba kasola sarto liye kumalle fa anyanta kela nyameng. Fo anyanta kela nyadi le katu itafa mu police hold.
Dindingo la karola.
On the side of the young men.
Enibe kukela folo.
Before you do anything, you have to call the parents. After you call the parents, it's either the father or the mother is there. You take his or her statement in their presence. And also the accusations leveled against the individual. All those have to be narrated and explained to the parents present. This is what you do if it is a case of a child. Before you take them before the courts.
And in the case of the child, after you take them to court and they are found wanting, which prison are they normally taken to?
Dindingo la karola ningo nyongo keta ye samba hanfo ye kitindi misali kama folua ye muta inyante samba la kaso jumale la wotembo.
Juvenile prison member Joshua.
The juvenile prison in Joshua.
Do you know if Janjangbure prison is a juvenile prison?
Ako fodum yalo ne bang Janjangbure yo bunda fanan sotole ka dindingulu samba kasola dame ka fadame juvenile prison to Babu County.
At the time that this incident occurred, Janjangbure prison did not have a juvenile wing.
So it is correct to say that these children were being interrogated without their parents being present. They were not charged for any offense, were not taken to court, but rather taken to an adult prison, which was not even also appropriate in those circumstances.
Amunta ye nyindindi ngulumuta tumo menna sarto ya fanyam ye nyinin kale I wulula lutije ye kuolu tamandi menni sarto lumanta nyola wokola ye muta ye samba kaso la ke balu nyantata la kaso menna kolu be manta silola ime kitindi fanan ke samba kiti bundala ye mutale dro ye samba ke ba kaso la alungo fana mu kuleti me yalon ko anin sartol manta nyola ko luaya fo nyamin fo bitun a keta wala nyama bang
wala keta.
Yes, that was what happened.
Do you know which of the authorities or security forces that actually took these children to prison?
Fo yalon na bang police bang wala army ba wala na kanto nin tankada do kulalu jumanyo le nyin dindingul mutake samba kasola.
So soldier.
It was the soldiers.
In your experience as a police officer, would that be the normal procedure for soldiers to take inmates to prison or convicted people to prison?
Fodu nkato ite famu police wolti ila jero ni londoto fodu woni silol tata le sojaroli din molu mutasako dindingulu ke mutawo nyadorom ke samba kasola fodu wala musiloti bang.
No, that is not the procedure. That is not even their responsibility.
Whose responsibility is it?
That is the work of the policemen.
Just to conclude, can you just tell us the impact Ibrahim's death has had on your family as well as the community of Birkama, and if you know what impact in general it has had all over the country?
Fobitung purkana kumolu bang Ibrahim la saya keta nyaming ay munesi ite kumuning alla dimba aluning alla korda muluma aning jama mulu menu be kabirim Birkama sate okono fokata banko karo bela alla saya nya alla ko lanya mu mantora le si muluma banko kan.
Ibrahim la saya.
The death of Ibrahimo. It was it's a setback for the family, our neighbors, and the entire country. Because for a young person like that to die is something that is very painful. To die like that without any offsprings. There is nothing you left behind. That can be remember you tomorrow. If you had a child, no matter what the situation is, once in a while people will say, this is the late so-and-so's child. But if you don't have that, sometimes people forget about your issue. So Ibrahim's issue is a very sad one. It even made so that even my parents, they came to experience a lot of hardship at the time. They suffered a lot. My father used to sit and be talking to himself sometimes. Keeps talking to himself just like that. And even had high blood. And that led eventually to his death. And that saddened me a lot. Saddened me a lot. A child such as Ibrahima, just to depart like that, nothing he has left behind. Even his youth, he has not completed it in any way. What he was to become tomorrow, no one can tell. And it's a sad thing for this country.
To date, do you know if anybody has been held responsible for what happened to Ibrahim Barry?
Fokana abula bila. Foisi bunyin kala mabang. Ye mo sotole memmuta wala kaf mo tumi ka foko. Nyille mu sababu timenkata Ibrahim la sayat.
Sababu balale.
Yes, there's a reason for it.
Fire official.
Because they said it was the fire officers.
And Ibrahim found out from a fire official.
And Ibrahim himself said to my father that it was the fire officers. And he told my younger brothers. So there's a reason for it.
La nyinin karo mnyere fo inata mo mutale ka fo bong nyile nyimbaro ke wala ye motumi ka faye it ka foko nyille Ibrahima bari fa wala kusina ke imari wolula fo si bo kala mo bang
I have not seen it with my own eyes, but I used to hear that some people were being arrested.
Do you know if they were ever tried or were they actually held responsible in a court of law for what they did?
Fo manyin kibaro moy wala ka bwa kala mako fo nyimmolu mutale ye kitindi ilaw baro kam bang wala kana foko nyillemu moluti menno keta sababoti men keta Ibrahima la sayati fo kusina tama ila kuoto fo imam wo bo kalama
krenya we ni kitindi mba kalamda bandi mu family member do baro manke.
Whatever the situation was, if at all they had gone to court, I would have been aware of that because I'm a family man.
So are you saying that as far as you know they were not taken to court?
Monta ila kumoy nyina firanko itela londo to ima nyimmolu kitindi fereng.
It's not in by what I know, by what I am aware of. I'm certain that this court case never took place. They were not taken to court.
Has the government ever apologized to your family or compensated you for the loss of your brother?
Fodung man sakunda natale purkana alibolo sai wala kali buluma sai wala kali dani yamfola birinyin kuoketa wala purkana ka kuke kana sanga kontonga la ka kuke dimbayale Ibrahima la saya kama fofana manke ba.
That never happened.
How do you and your family feel about the students who came out on the 10th and 11th of April to demonstrate about your brother's passing away? How does that make you feel?
Ako dindingulu mennu fintita April karotil tang anin karotil tan nin kilingo kanela kalam kamfada ni la balamba da yitandi Ibrahima la saya kunya la karola. So wo itayata nyadile wo yetike nyadile adunte sondo mola nyadile yedindingul la wo je nyadile.
What ndana sono mo kono bagaldi?
That got into me a lot.
What Ibrahim asunde fire service?
Because the death of Ibrahim, those responsible were the fire officers. And after that, nothing came out of it.
How do you feel that students actually died and some were injured, all because of the fact that they got up or they stood up for your brother?
Ako yenyinta nyadile, ite aje nyadile, ko nyintali bolu menu findita teng, dolu baramata, dolu fata, adu nyimbe I wulta I lota puru I doma la kuole kama. So sa in wala o kebaro, ite waje nyadile, anu tali bolu fong la kuo, yata nyadile.
The reason for all of this was because of my brother. The sadness is too much. Because we are talking about one and then another one happened which was even more intense than the first one. That sadness is a great sadness. It's even made it such that people began to forget about my own brother's issue.
And as a police officer, how do you feel about the way service personnel, including the police and the army, dealt with the students on the 10th and 11th of April 2000?
Ako wairi itafamu polisol nin sojarol inatamanya menke talibol April karotil tang anin karotil tan nin kilingo itafango nata silang yewoje nyadile.
Wofitno asembo watra bakele landa tambo keta jele.
That aggression was too much. It was uncalled for. Because many people lost their lives. Some got wounded. Some were paralyzed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Barry. We have come to the end of your testimony. I will now hand over to the commissioners who might have questions for you, and then they might allow you to say a few words. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, over to you.
Inumbara bake Mr. Barry, mbe jaila iwakilta isonta inata yenna nyininkarolu jabi komisyon to jang. Silang abela kuosa mundila kadi komisyonal la inila nyatonko nimme nyininkari soto ise nyininka nduwo fanan ko la natara kuma be fananda ilafta kumo kum fala menna kadiya mu banko moliye ifanan sioke o kola aseta koteke ayenum bara ila songo kankana jang abaraka.
Thank you very much, Emma Council, and thank you very much, Mr. MBEMBA Barry, for your testimony. Commissioners, do you have any questions to ask?
Ay council numbara ay tefana MBEMBA numbara bake Mr. Barry ay jay silan kotuta councilol lebul commissioner lebulu men ya lonko e be siring fomo be sotul economy be nyinin kala silan wole tutaji.
Commissioner Imam C, you have the floor.
Commissioner Imam C, wole lafte nyinin kala sayin.
MBEMBA jërëjëf ci metit bi nga sédé ni.
Ako MBEMBA inumbara bake ise haketu ye dimingu men taki.
Ibrahima Bari buñu waxé mbiram rek day melni bisu bobu la dé.
Ako Ibrahima Bari ni ala ko fo lolu nding aka muntele ko wulum fon la fata.
Naka di ñop
aka kuya mobele.
Li ma doon laaj moy ticam bi nga xamanteni mo sabab lu li.
Ako silabe men ñinin kala karamundo moro ticam men fongo keta sababoti fo ñimbe keta.
Moom itam naka la mujjee ak nguur gi.
O tica ani ñing banko man sakunda na tala bañaadi le.
ñaareel bi nak itam sa papa xamoon na lu ko boole ticam bi ko yóbbu ko fire service.
Ako ko la fanam fo ifama nata ñin lon ne men keta sababoti men dunta Ibrahima ni wo tica tema an fo wo tica fanam be wulla kata Ibrahima Samba fire service.
Atel bi biñ ko baxee moo yóbbu boppam be ci kër gi wala ñoom ñoo ko yóbbu foofu.
Wo kola o be kola Ibrahima fangole nata saynan suwo kono a fayi adamma fodum fire service le fangole ya sayndi nan suwo kono akabe wole nyinin ka kanu.
Okay. Ibrahima ndege sinele me asamba suwo kono jeman sen ma baki.
It's not clear to me how he returned home. And also, what became of the teacher is also not very clear to me. Yes.
Okay, teacher bi so
my father did not narrate that part to me. What he said to me was that he was in the market and he was called to answer that Ibrahim had a problem with one of the teachers and he was taken to the fire station. What happened between him and the teacher? He did not tell me that.
Ako alama alay nemanin kafarka Ibrahima fu ala samba arjana.
Thank you. If there are no further questions, Mr. Barry, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed. I see you shaking your head. Does that mean that you're not making any concluding remarks? Or do you have remarks to make?
Ako silang inumbara bake ila janna kana jabiro la jang. Bari hanim bi nyimbi jele natara ifana yo kuma kan soto ibe la fila men fola moliye ibe la fila men sata la jang isa kenole bara nyum fuka ajebe kuma jijala fodum wala nyindi koy man la fi kuma fala bang.
Sorry, Mr. Barry, are you okay? We've just observed that he has a headache. I'm sorry about that. I'm sure we will conclude very quickly. He wants to go. Okay, we'll give him a few moments. I don't know if we're coming back, Mr. Chairman. Oh, he doesn't?
If he doesn't have any remarks, some concluding remarks to make, we will end the meeting. And or do you have remarks to make? I'm not sure. I'm really looking.
Chairman ka men fole nyinti wala ibe kumo kum fala men natara kay kuma beda ilafta men fala banko moliye isa fono bari hanimbi natara ila ibe condition ibe tembeda mento e man la fi fem fala fanan tanatije.
Mr. Chairman, I believe, you see, there's something. I don't know if you would like me to confer with him and just make sure that he doesn't want to give a final statement. Very well.
Mr. Chairman, I believe now would be a good time to adjourn because we have concluded and the witness is no longer coming back. Yes.
Counsel, he's not coming back at all. I just want to make sure that we conclude.
Yes, I don't believe he's in a state to come back, so I think it's best to conclude.
So that's the end of Barry's testimony.
That is the end of his testimony.
And we have another witness lined up?
Indeed, we do.
Thank you very much. We will take a 30-minute break and come back at 12. Yeah, 12:45. Thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned.